Well, my planty friends, how's it going today? Hopefully you guys are all good. We're here today on location at our friend Kim's house. She's nice enough to let us come and kind of invade her space, and we're gonna do some repotting. So she's got a few plants here that we're gonna repot. So I'm gonna let Marcia explain kind of what we're doing and go from there.
Hi guys, so glad you guys are here. Remember to always like and subscribe our page. We're happy you're here with us. So, like Tam said, we're at our friend Kim's house and we're gonna do some repotting today. And we're gonna start with this awesome plant that our friend Kim was given for Mother's Day from her mom. So, the cool thing about this, I want to say, is a great tip. Anybody who loves plants, these are great gifts. They come in a variety of pots everywhere. You can find them at your probably local grocery store, your local garden store, and then your plant lover gets like 3 different or 4 different plants. Kim here has got 3 different plants, so this is awesome.
Yeah.
So Kim, how long ago did you get this plant, this arrangement actually?
Probably a couple of years for sure.
So a couple of years ago, this is 2 years old and it has still thrived and grown beautifully in this nice nursery pot. She's had it in a nice pot before, but now look at how this beautiful trailing plant's grown. This parlor palm has grown. It's awesome, but it's definitely time to repot and let them grow even more. So we're gonna get started.
And sorry about the noise, guys. We're kind of by a road, so we hear a lot of traffic going by. Hopefully you guys can hear us. If not, we're going to just dub in our voices over top of this video. So probably expect that.
We'll try.
Yeah.
Again, we're trying. We do our best. We do what works for us.
All right. So which one, Marcia, would you like to start with?
So we're going to start with this arrangement pot. So first of all, when you are taking your plants out of your pot, it's always a good thing to just kind of reach around, give it a squeeze around this pot. It kind of loosens everything up. Sometimes you'll even find if it's really root bound, the roots will be in here. So make sure you kind of give them a squeeze and push them up because you will have to wiggle those out. Luckily, Kim's plants are healthy. They're doing good. No roots sticking out the bottom. So I'm just going to lay this on its side, use my other hand. This is on my hand is on the bottom, but also supporting the stalks of these plants here. I'm going to wiggle it, give it a twist, gentle.
When I say repotting, that we're repotting, I mean Marcia is repotting because I'm just gonna let her do all the work and I'm gonna sit here and hand her things like an assistant.
Well, that's okay. We all need assistants sometimes.
That's right.
That's the way life works, right? All right. So this looks really good. Her roots are all, look at them all twined together in there. So right here, I got a little pot that's gonna catch some of this extra dirt and I'm gonna be able to just lay these extra plants in here to keep them safe. You don't have to be hard. Like, you're gonna hear some ripping. Don't be afraid. It kind of feels like a tear. You're not hurting anything. Plants like this have been growing together for a while, so you will have to watch that foliage though and wiggle those out and make sure you're not breaking some of those pieces off. Especially from this calanouche, actually, with the long vines. Can you, Tam, actually hold the rubber plant here or untwine? She's just gonna untwine.
I'm just gonna do my own
That
thing
works
here.
too. Untwine. That perfect. See, now that guy came out. We didn't lose any of the extra vines of the little calanouche, and we can carry on. See, oh, these guys are good. Give them a little wiggle, but they'll come apart. Awesome. There we go. So let's get started with this one here. See this beautiful, it's almost succulent looking, nice healthy vine. It's got a nice bounce to it, nice shiny leaves. This one here is called a Bloss Diana calanouche. So they will thrive and actually flower all year long in like full sun, in full sun or indirect sun, but you want to make sure it gets at least 6 hours of sun a day. So we've chosen this beautiful pot. It's already got drainage in it. So I'm going to start by adding.
That's a really loud truck.
We'll wait till that truck goes by. I'm going to first start by getting our medium that we are going to put our plants in today.
A really good place to get pots is the dollar store.
Absolutely.
A few of these pots were from the dollar store. I forgot there were some rocks in there. So, and they're like super reasonably priced, like $4 I think for this pot or something.
And it's heavy, right? Like it's a solid, great one.
Yeah.
It's
not plastic.
No, not plastic. It's ceramic, cement. Like you can find a variety of really great pots there. and actually really cool colors too. So in here in this pot, I've actually got mixed like some sorry, trucks driving by, we'll just let them pass. Just makes sense.
Just makes sense. Okay, go now.
Okay, go now. All right, so in here I've got a mixed medium. I've got some of my marine compost, about a quarter of the marine mix compost, and then I use a Pro Mix like multi-purpose potting soil. And you can get that at any of your garden stores, local garden stores. That's where I got mine in town.
You can get that at Walmart as well.
Yes. Yeah. Here we go.
If you're looking for bargains, you know,
yeah,
I'm a bargain shopper.
All right, here we go. So let's fill this up. I like to give it full, at least half here. Then I'm gonna dig a little hole, make a little hole for in there. I don't know if you can see that hole.
I don't think,
especially with the dark pot.
Can you see it?
Oh yeah, you can see the hole.
There you go.
Perfect. All right, so get a little more here because I actually took a lot of that dirt. There wasn't much dirt left in that pot because of all the roots from the 3 plants. So I do need just a little bit more. All right, so dig your little hole in. Now I'm gonna get this guy out. Now when I repot my plants, I like to just poke right in the bottom, and I kind of spread their roots out. I just want to encourage them.
Do you see Molly? That's the dog's back there. She is
Molly. Molly's here.
There's Molly.
Anyways, so we want to just encourage those roots to start growing out into their new pot. So this is something that I've always done, and it's something that I've been successful with. So I'll continue to do it. Split them up. Now there's kind of spreading out the other way, but I haven't gone too high up that I've ripped any of them or anything like that. So they're going to be healthy.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to rip the roots of the plant because it just causes them trauma. And we don't want to cause more trauma than what we're doing right now.
Exactly.
And just slapping them.
Oh no, drink down, drink down. Kim to the rescue, Kim to the rescue.
And this is what we do on our free time.
Live, we're live, people.
We're live.
Non-edited.
Unedited and raw.
Yeah.
That's what we're all about. Authenticity, my friends.
So we're working outside on Kim's back deck. It's a beautiful day here. We are working on her patio
Don't be deceived
table.
by the toque, though. Do not be deceived.
It is a very warm day. I'm warm in my hoodie too. So we are on the back deck, but still, I don't know if you can notice from the video, but we just laid a really like dollar store tablecloth down. It's going to catch all that dirt for you, keep things a little bit somewhat neater, because no matter how neat and tidy you like to think you're being, you're always going to get a little bit of overflow of dirt. So
what I do when I pot, I have a big plastic bin that I put my soil in, and then I just put my pots right in the bin and shovel them right inside the bin, and then nothing gets on the outside.
Yeah.
Unless they're big. If they're too big, then you can't do that because they don't fit in the bin with the pot. So
all right, so we got this one in. I like this pot actually that it's round because I like how this vine is actually coming around, and I bet anything you're going to see, Kim, as this continues to grow, this will just hold on to that and just keep going around. Look at that happy little flower. I can't wait till it flowers. All right, on to the next. Here we go. Let's put that one over there.
Right here. I think right here.
Okay.
We need to look at it too.
All right, so this one we are actually going to do the Parlor Tom next. So that's the,
No, this guy?
Yeah. So this pot, again, was purchased for a really great price. It doesn't have a drainage hole in it. No big deal. What we've done is just added a rock layer on the bottom.
If you're really anal, though, people will drill holes through there.
Absolutely. It's an option.
Yeah.
This is a really on-hands cheap option.
I can't wait to show you my drain. I made a drainage hole in this pot right here because we're going to use this in a bit. And you guys, I hope you can see it, but I tried to stab it with the screwdriver and I just busted it. So now it's got a big drainage hole in it.
It works. It's got a drainage hole. That's the point. Same thing. A rock layer at the bottom of your plants without drainage holes, though, will absolutely provide drainage that your plant will need. All right, so we're going to
you never want to slap the plant just in one of these pots without a drainage. Just put it in there without rocks, because what will happen is the plant will get some root rot, and we don't want that because that kills the plants right off. So
yeah, everyone knows nobody wants root rot on anything. So All right, so now we're getting our parlor palm. I think I actually might have put too much dirt in because look, this was taking up a lot of roots. Look at that. Sorry, see, this is why we got a tablecloth here. There you go. Look at those roots. I don't really even have to spread these ones out. They're just nice.
I think you got too much.
Let's take a handful out. No big deal.
So parlor palms are awesome because they live in like so many different conditions. They can live in medium light. They can live in bright light. They could probably even live in direct bright light. I'm not really sure, but that I'm just guessing at. But they do live in a bunch of different places. I actually have one down in my bedroom, which is in the basement of my house, and there's only one south facing window, and it's like 12 feet or 14 feet from the window. And it's thriving.
They're really resilient. So long as and these are ones that you don't have to keep them moist or anything too. Like you want to probably water them regularly, but if they dry out at a little bit, they're not gonna lose them as long as you get water them on a regular basis. So.
They're not like the majestic big palms because they need a lot of water, those guys.
Yeah. There we go. So that worked. Definitely didn't need as much soil. It was easier to just pack the new soil around all those big healthy roots that parlor palm had. Awesome. That's going to look so nice, Kim. I love it. Awesome. All right. So now we are going to pot, and actually we're going to take the nursery pot back. So show them the cool pot that was actually in. It's this cool basket looking one, but it's ceramic. So it's nice, solid, heavy pot. But doesn't have drainage.
Yeah.
So your next option is just to use these nursery pots, and it will still provide that drainage. Easy. All you have to do is lift it out if there's too much water in the bottom of it. It's easy, and dump that pot out. Totally solves your problem.
Yeah.
So this is going to be another, we like easy around here today.
That's right.
Another easy fill up here. And dig your little hole. So this particular rubber plant that we have here, this one is called Golden Gate.
We believe. We're guessing. Well, we're not guessing. I have one that looks very, very similar to this, and that's what it's called, is the Golden Gate. So these guys can get fairly tall too, like actually, well, really tall, but they do take a little bit longer to grow, I find, depending on where you have it again. They like bright indirect light, but they don't want to be too close because of the fact that they don't like their leaves getting burnt. So
yeah, and if they start turning, like sometimes if they'll get sunburnt. Leaves will get actually sunburnt from too much sun. So especially a rubber tree plant or rubber plant like this, they'll let you know
they'll crispy fry the sides.
Yeah.
Crispy fry.
There you go. All right, so that one's gonna go back in that pot. There,
Marsha's
3 new plants, just like that.
Marsha's
Isn't that awesome?
whipping through this. Look it. Let's see if I can pick them all up.
See, and those are heavy because those are beautiful pots that are like cement and ceramic. Very cool.
Very cool.
Very cool.
And now you got more plants in your house. Ow, I just pulled my hair.
These things happen. These things happen.
Okay.
All right, here we go. So now we are going to repot this syngonium. It's an arrowhead. There's many varieties of these arrowheads, and it's really cool because they will vine, they'll climb. We're going to, and actually today we're going to start training this one how to climb. So first we're going to pot it in a bigger pot and give it some extra root room. If I'm going to hold this one close. You've had this one for a while, hey Kim? Yeah, he's been around for a couple years, hasn't been repotted, but you can see it almost looks like he doesn't have much soil in here. It's just because now the roots have gotten so big and taken so much out. So we're gonna use this awesome drainage pot Tamzin created for us, and we're gonna add some new soil into there.
That's excellent craftsmanship right there.
It is excellent craftsmanship. This is gonna give this plant is just gonna really grow. I bet you Kim's gonna see some really cool growth fairly quickly. These guys are quick growers. So if you guys are like plant lovers and want to encourage other people to be plant lovers, this is a go-to good starter plant because they're impressive. And
you can't kill them very easily.
Well, and it's I guess it's one of those quick results things, right? Like you can see the growth. So long as you still, of course, you have to take care of them. Am I getting black dirt on my face? You never know. It happens when we repotting.
It's good. It's good for you. Eat a little dirt. Rub a little dirt on it. I don't know.
It's all good. So yeah, we're gonna we're gonna just go ahead and get this one in a nice new pot. Lots of room for its new roots to grow, and we're gonna teach it how to climb.
Generally, you wouldn't pot up quite so big, but it's a pot that we had. So you know what? We're gonna do it, and it's gonna like it. So hopefully,
I'm
it's
gonna get
like
Tam
it.
to
I
help
hope that
me
we
here,
don't
'cause we're
kill Kim's plant, because that would be really bad.
not gonna happen.
Well, you never know, right? I don't know. You never know.
Positivity. It's positive. Sending out positive stuff. It's all good. It's gonna thrive. It's gonna be great.
That's right. You better live. We're just gonna clean it up a little bit too. We're just gonna pull off some of the little dead leaves.
That's the thing about when you do get to that point where you are repotting, it is a great time to just actually take some of those dead leaves off and any of the stalks that are not looking so good. It's the easiest time to clean them up without wrecking anything else, really. You're already pulling it out of the pot, and
you might as well give it a little more trauma and pull the dead leaves off of it, okay? That's what we need to do, is we need to take the dead leaves off. That one was just in the bottom of the pot, so it was fine. Okay?
And you know what? When we say dead leaves, that happens. Every plant owner knows you're gonna have some leaves that just
they die.
Yeah, and it's normal. So don't worry. Leaves will, however, sometimes tell you if they don't like your water you're using or things like that.
True.
If there are nutrient or like deficient. We'll get more into that later on in a few videos later. But here, let's get this Syngonium into this new pot. We're gonna actually need a little bit more soil, I think.
Okay.
Because this pot, and good thing our friend Kim's got a bag of soil right behind us here. I'm gonna get this guy slowly out. And I like to make sure when it's finding ones like this, use the pot to help hold it up there like that, so they don't get crushed under. Okay, here we go. This is nice wet. Oh my goodness, my Siri watches listening to me and apparently thinks I'm asking it a question. Doesn't understand. Okay, there we go.
That's creepy. It's creepy.
A little creepy indeed. So we want this one to spread out a little bit more. So in the pot here, I'm actually just gonna split. I can see it's actually like maybe 3 different plants in here. Or, oh, I see. It's rerouted its little things, all combined. I want to spread them out for Kim a little bit though, because especially being a bigger pot, we do want them to fill out this big, beautiful pot. Now, we do want it to climb, so I'm actually just gonna like spread it out on this side, because what we're gonna do here, before we keep adding a little bit more of the soil, we're gonna add this trellis here. Again, like you can make your own trellis. You can pick these trellises up like super cheap. Or
Marcia, do you think that we should maybe take this plant back out and then mix the soil?
Let's
just
do
because
that.
The soil's a little
drier than what we're
so
using
we're
right now.
going to here.
We can do that. Go.
Let me go.
We'll just hold it here like this. Be gentle with the baby roots. So look at how long these guys are though. Hey, like, so I know they're real. Oh, can you see those? Can you see?
Those are really nice, healthy looking roots.
So, and that's why it's going to work putting it in such a deeper pot as well. I'm going to make sure that those roots are down and deep, and it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. We're going to come back like in 4 weeks and we're going to see how much this thing has grown. It's actually pretty cool how fast these will grow.
It's funny though, how like when you put it when you put it into a new pot, how they find, like, it shocks them a tiny bit at first, like kind of like, ooh, what the heck just happened? And then sometimes they drop leaves, or they get a little wilty and stuff. But then if you're just caring for them the same way, like watering and leaving them where they like in the sun, or not in the sun, depending on the plant,
absolutely, they'll
come back.
Yeah, they will. And you know what? It's okay to just
properly
remove some of those leaves that are not thriving. And usually if you see that, it's going to be the ones closest to your soil, like down here closer. Take those off. You want your plant to thrive, and it's wasting its energy now on those ones that are like dying on the end. So just take those ones off and they'll just keep going.
I guess I am helping now.
Look at this. Look who's getting their hands dirty.
This doesn't happen. Well, it happens lots actually. But when we usually are together, she likes to just take over.
I don't know. Like if you notice,
kidding.
I don't. Sometimes when my garden, I will use gloves and stuff. But
I don't like to. You guys.
Yeah, I like getting my hands in the dirt.
Soil is so good for you. Like you're absorbing really good things through the soil into.
I truly believe that. Absolutely.
Your body, and it makes you feel good. It makes you healthy.
Excuse my reach.
So yeah, put your hands in the dirt, people. Get it in the dirt.
Absolutely.
Don't wear gloves. Do it like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready?
All right. Yeah, I am. Actually, why don't you keep, and I'm gonna hold, and you go around for me, okay?
That's what I was planning.
Oh, look! I didn't have to tell her. She just knew that's what was gonna happen.
Usually she's really bossy.
I'm not really bossy.
She's a teacher, so that's why. That's why she's bossy.
Well. Sometimes we just have to say what is needed. That's all. Right? Be clear.
Be clear.
We know we don't read minds. So, although, funny how some people think we do. But anyways, that's another video.
That's true.
Right?
Super true. Okay, let's go here.
Yeah, give it a good dump in there. And actually now, let's get at the back of this before we pack in more dirt. Let's get that trellis stuck nice down deep in here. I'm just going to continue to...
All these videos that we shoot are non-scripted. So if this doesn't work out, then we have an epic fail on our hands. But I think it will work out okay.
I think it's going to be just fine.
Here, do you need a little more dirt though?
Yeah.
Because we got tons of dirt on the
table.
table.
You know what we're going to do, Tam? I think we're going to go ahead and get it... help it get up this trellis, and then we'll finish adding that dirt. It's just going to be easy. It's going to be lifted up a little bit.
Okay.
I'm going to try to get some of this dirt off my hands. A little rub usually does the job.
She's getting it all over me. She's getting it on me right now.
A little flick of this way, that way, it happens. Again, it's dirt. Who cares? You're going to get it dirty. It's what happens when you're potting and gardening and whatever with your plants. And it's
remember, it's good for you. Except for don't go to the store or out in public like this, because people would think that you're a little crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Molly again. I see her.
I'm actually going to move this guy a little bit closer to him.
That's smart.
Yeah. Because I don't want to... When you start moving the vines to encourage them, you're going to have to work with the plant, obviously. Because they will, if you force them, you're going to break them.
Yeah.
However, if there is casualties, we can pop it in some water and start propagating, as long as we find a little node on it. And if that happens, no big deal. Again, you can probably start another one. But you don't want it to happen. So just gently... The plant will tell you what it needs to do. I don't know if you can see if I tip this one. This one was hanging over, so it's got a good S curve in the stem here. So I'm just gently gonna lift this up though. And I like this trellis here because it's got like the extra things in and out. So we'll see how high we can get them behind here and start just weaving these guys, a couple of them in and out the other way. Yeah. And then it's just gonna start holding itself up by separating these up here. If you can get like one of those good bends to actually hang on one of those, is going to help too, but this will work.
When you guys do this, you can do it on these, or they have like moss poles and stuff, but then you'd have to wrap like kind of around rather than like through. But when you start vining your plants up, what you're going to find is the leaves are going to get a lot bigger. Yeah. Like a lot bigger than what they are right now. So
like I think it just gives them more room. Like here, when they're beautiful like in a pot like this. However, I feel like sometimes they get shaded from their own leaves. And I think what happens when they start trailing, they all get the chance to climb and create their own room, I guess. Does that make sense? Yeah. That's my belief anyway. And so
and we're entitled to our own opinions.
In no way am I saying I'm an expert at all.
This is just what we do.
Yes.
What we do at our homes and
our friend's house.
And at our friend's house, because we're invading their spaces as well now with our plant stuff.
So again,
you love it though, right, Kim?
I do. So this plant is a newer plant, and so it's going like moving beautifully. You can also use things like ties, like they do have, like a zip tie if you needed to. I like at home, I got this one that's a nice soft, there's like soft Velcro-y type plant ones. Any garden store, even at the like your dollar stores in the garden sections, you'll find some of those ties.
You can use tape as well. They have like garden tape too as well.
You gotta use a twist tie or a
Yeah,
piece of yarn. I got a
anything.
plant downstairs that I've got yarn holding it up.
I have
or
ribbon. I have
or-
ribbon on one of mine.
I got a macrame rope holding my my aloe vera flower up. So
Yeah.
you use what you have. So
That's right.
yeah.
Nothing fancy here.
Nothing too terribly fancy. We use what we got, and we don't stress about like all the.
We try to repurpose as much as we can. Like
Yeah.
whatever we have, if we can, like that stump that's in the video. That was drug in by Marcia and myself from my yard.
We found
So,
it one day. She thought it would look great, and wouldn't you know, it does. But
It was heavy.
It
It was super heavy.
yes,
Super heavy.
yes, it was. It was quite the scene. The two of us.
And we may have had a
plugging that in.
beverage or two. And then it made it harder to
That
carry
happens.
it.
So there you go, guys. I think that's all we're going to be able to get going up the vine today. I'm going to hold it up there for you. I like how it works and that there's still some ones in the front. So that just means it's going to help that pot really, really fill up. It's going to look really cool. So now we're going to add more soil because there is more room. And then, well, I do, like I'll lift this up after, and
We're out of soil.
we're out of soil. So we're going to have to add the soil a little bit later. So that might be it for today.
It is it for today. So we just want to thank you guys again for watching. We're
Absolutely.
going to take some pictures of these guys now that they're repotted, and we're going to put them on our Instagram page. So we have an Instagram page. I think I told you guys about this on the first video, but check it out. It's wet.our.plants. And yeah, check out the photos, like and subscribe to our channel.
Absolutely. Thank you, Kim, today. I'm so glad
Thank
we
you.
got to be here on this beautiful day and help you get all these beautiful plants going. I love this. Look at this. It's going to fill up the space.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys. Remember, like and subscribe. See you soon.
Okay, bye-bye. Can you turn it off? Bye. Bye.